Well, now let's turn to gun safety. It is an important conversation to have with your kids because the CDC says guns are the leading cause of death for children in the United States.
Senior health correspondent Monica Robbins joining us now at the desk of What's New to discuss this issue and how you can approach it with people your child may stay with as well. Monica, good afternoon to you. This is a sticky subject and one that's really not easily discussed.
It is, and everybody has to keep their politics in check because it's a really, really important issue. So, you know, a Kaiser Family Foundation study revealed 7 kids die each day from firearms. Take a minute to think about that. It is a startling fact and an issue that needs more discussion and awareness. Now, studies show 4.5 million kids and teens live in homes where guns are unlocked and accessible. Also, 3 out of 4 kids know where the guns are located in the home. Gun safety is a discussion needed within the family, and if you're sending your kids to a Halloween party or sleepover, it is a fair question to ask other parents too. The key is to talk about it without judgment.
No different than my kid who has food allergies, who goes to somebody's house and always makes sure that he has access to his EpiPen and all those things which he needs to take care of himself. This is no different. This is a conversation as simple as, listen, I'm sending my child over to your house. I want to make sure if you have guns, do you have safe practices? What do you do? Where are the guns? Are they away? Do they have access?
Remember, kids are curious, and Dr. Grover adds, keep the guns unloaded and locked up and don't give the passcode or the keys to kids. Teach kids to always assume a gun might be loaded, and it's never okay to touch it without a responsible adult nearby. And you got to set a good example for your kids with safe gun handling. Dr. Grover says even if you don't own guns, you still need to talk to your kids about what they need to know and do if they encounter one. And she also encourages more pediatricians to discuss this issue with their parents as well, because she says it's already on the questionnaire at Cleveland Clinic Children's. So yes, it is a very, very touchy subject, but it's a no-brainer when the CDC says, you know, gun deaths are the leading cause of death among kids.
That number, 7 a day, that number is stunning to me.
Yeah, it really is. And this was a Kaiser Family Foundation analysis of federal data and CDC data. So, yeah, and I was talking to Betsy about this earlier about, did you talk to Josie and Violet about guns?
Yeah, my dad has guns, legal. He's, you know, he's got his concealed carry and all that stuff, and they're in the house, and I just wanted to make sure they're put away. And this is not necessarily a responsible versus not responsible discussion.
Exactly.
A responsible gun owner is going to go, yeah, I got them all locked up, no problems, they're put away, I know the kids are here. It's just to make sure that the parents know, the parents of the children who are going into that situation know, hey, I got it, it's all good.
Or in some situations, you know, somebody might have forgotten. Legitimate, not intentionally by any means, but I grew up in a house with guns, and my dad started teaching me about gun safety when I was 6 years old.
Yeah, so you knew.
You know, so it was one of those things that, and I knew where the guns were.
Right.
You know, I think it's just it's a common sense discussion, and no one should feel offended if somebody says, hey, do you have any guns in the house? And can you please tell me, are they locked up? Is it safe? You know, keep the ammo in one safe, the guns in another,
One possible way to do it is to say, before your child goes to the home of one of their friends, I would give you the courtesy of letting you know that in our home, we don't have weapons, or we have guns, but they're safely secured. And I just want to make sure that that's the case to where my child is going. So you can almost preemptively disarm them by letting them know what the situation is in your home should their child ever be at your house.
Jay, you're really good. Do what he said. Yeah, I mean, no, that's a great way of handling it as well, and just putting the information out there about yourself first.
Yeah. Monica, thank you.
Sure.